A key part of security, especially where confidential data is concerned, is the audit trail. Any database administrator should want to know who had access to the data, when, and from where, that is their IP address, and what transactions they did. A sound practice is often to not delete records or allow users to delete records, but to suspend records by constructing every relevant database table with fields that hold a suspend date and time, in MySQL called datetime, and the user ID who committed the suspend transaction. Records so suspended by having a value in the suspend datetime field are not visible to any user, but they can be easily reinstalled by the DBA or the system administrator. Apart from managing who has access to a site or application and what level of access they have, the user table can also provide the basis for an audit trail. In many applications where important data might be involved, it can range from desirable to critical that database administrators know who did what to the database. To begin this process, we'll create a table of user access called taccesslog, and then in our application, we'll record an entry in this table every time a user logs in and when they log out. Frequently, it's essential that users perform the correct logout process for security purposes. This first step towards an audit trail will allow us to track users who do and do not log out correctly after a session. First, we'll create the table by pasting the snippet project tables, table taccesslog, and obviously save the file in the initialize directory. After the connection script, notice that this table creation script uses the MySQL table field type datetime. This ensures that dates and times are stored in the standard MySQL format, 4-digit year, hyphen 2-digit month, hyphen 2-digit day, space, 2-digit hour in 24-hour format, colon 2-digit minute, colon 2-digit second. Having saved that, log in as admin to your CRM. And now there's an opportunity to use the initialize link, which gives us a list of files in the initialize folder, one of them being table taccesslog. Run that, and of course we failed to drop the table because there wasn't one yet, but the table has been added, and we can check that by looking at the database structure and seeing that taccesslog has been added. If we look at the structure, we can see that there is provision for an auto-increment ID, a user ID, which logs the user ID to the CRM, the time of login, the time of logout, and the IP address of the user. We can close that script now, and to use it, we're going to create some functions, or a functions include file, from the includes and the functions access log, which is an include file, but the file name starts with functions, indicating this file contains functions. So we'll save this in the includes directory as functions _ access log. The function is very simple. It inserts a user ID and a time of login and an IP address into the table taccesslog. And it uses the user ID as a parameter, calculates the timestamp, and also calculates the user IP. We're introducing here a new PHP construct, a server variable, remote address, which is what we use to get the IP address of the user. So running this function insert login simply creates a new record in the table taccesslog with those details and returns the value, either success is true or it returns the SQL source code of the failed SQL.